Hello, everybody. I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we got all of the belts and pipes and everything hooked up for our farms to get them running. We set up a system to move seed from each row to the others and started the first farm running with the first batch of seed that we had. And as you can tell, I have left things run for a little while, and we are up and running across the board. This took a long time to get running. I basically set the game up one night, left it running, and went to bed, and came back 8 hours later for it to be running like this. So, it took a while. Now, actually, I'm noticing one thing that we are going to need here. And we are going to need that requester chest. Requesting the Zello squash seeds. So this is running. I hooked up all of the dumps here. I made a bit of a mistake in that I did not have the water pipe correctly connected. So we didn't get full up on fermentation base or cellulose fiber while everything was running. But it's fine now because it primed all of the farms, and that's really what we needed. So now we just need to hook everything up to where it's going. So that is what we are going to do. Let's start with our fermentation base at 1500 per second, which is going to be 2 pipes. These are 10 runs, so we're going to take 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And start pouring it in there. Now this is going to have to actually go out 3. Alright, so there we go. Now the next thing we're going to have to hook up is this. And this is not how we're going to do this. The other thing that I need to do is switch this over to being set up for cellulose fiber. I forgot to do that as well. All right. There we are. Now, the rate of cellulose fiber production at 10 inputs is 17.5 per second per input. So 4 inputs is not going to work. Even 8 inputs isn't going to work. We need like 3 inputs per. Well, really what we actually need is we need 2 inputs on those and probably 3 inputs on these. And that will be 10 inputs. Yeah, that's 10 inputs. We're gonna have to hope that these guys are enough to balance out. What I really need is I need a 5th warehouse. Or faster belts. Here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the ore processing, is we're going to basically say we're going to use faster belts here. Because we are going to use faster belts here. We're just not going to be scaled to be able to handle everything until the faster belts are installed. Alright, so then I need a 10 to 8 balancer. Ooh. Alright, give me a sec. After thinking about it for like 30 seconds, I realized that a 10 to 8 balancer is actually just 2 5 to 4s. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 2 like intermediate warehouses to serve as my balancers, because that works, and it's easier than trying to figure out the belt spaghetti you have to make that kind of balancer. So that's what we're going to do. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 outputs. And then once we actually have the proper belts and loaders and everything to do this with, then we'll come back and we'll upgrade everything. That's the plan. So this actually is not going to go in that direction. And there is no way that I have enough belts to do this for every single one. So we're gonna have to use the construction bots to get this done. Oop, oop. All right. That one. And last input run. All right, then we run out of this. I have to... Yep. Gonna have to give it some good room. This is gonna come all the way in over there. That one's gonna come in there. That one's gonna go in there. And that one rounds in there. Now for this one, be a little bit more straightforward because you go in there. You go in there. Now I could clean that up a little bit and probably should. All right. All right. There we are. Now, I need a train. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to name this stop. So this is, I guess we'll call this just Farm Alpha. Fermentation base loading. Farm Alpha. Cellulose. Fiber. Loading. All right, that is good to go. These are pump 1s. You know what they really should be? They should be pump 3s. They will load those fluid wagons fast. All right, we got all the belts we're going to need on the way. I have logistics on the way. We're tying up a lot of logistics bots with this. Once there's enough seed in the system, then it'll slow down. So, it's fine. Looks like we don't have quite enough sand, but then again, I think I scaled these up a little larger just to have the right numbers than original. But I mean, it should be okay. We're making plenty of sand. This is gonna work plenty well. And yes, I am disposing of the fruit. Or the Zillow squash to come off of this just to keep the farms running. Yep, we are not consuming. Actually, how is our power looking? I haven't looked at the power production. We got plenty of power. All right. Still need some more deliveries. What's the issue with tin production? It's not getting any coolant. Why is it not getting any coolant? Why are we not getting any coolant? Like, nobody's getting any coolant. Why? Why not? I'm not getting any spent coolant. Why are we not pumping coolant in from here? Because we accidentally, while I was cleaning up, destroyed a pipe. Okay. Easy fix. Well, it's always a good idea to, every so often, check and make sure everything is running correctly. Sometimes you accidentally broke something without realizing it. Last few construction bots are on the way to install the last few bits of belt. They're all almost here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. There should be more than that on the way. Well, that's something I can take care of, I think. Oh, there is still one more piece. There we go. Now the question is, can these loaders keep up? And sure enough, they can. They can keep up now. We'll see what happens once we upgrade the belts. Or feeding this thing as fast as we can. And why aren't you running? Why aren't you running? Why aren't you running? Oh. It doesn't run a fermentation base. So really what we actually should be doing is not that. We should be doing the exact same thing here that we were doing before. So what I should be doing is something along... Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. We need to do something along these lines. Yeah, that should be fine. And this will be fruits. Fruits greater than 10,000. Set, I think. Oh, no, no, no. It was stacked to 500. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 5,000 per row. I mean, we could still say 10,000. I mean, 10,000 in storage is fine. Yeah, it works. It works. It works. Ooh, that doesn't work. Okay. That'll do there. Easy fix. All right. And that makes this redundant. And again, here we have output priority. Just to make sure it isn't splitting them. Yep, output priority there, output priority. There we are. Yep, there we go. Only if it's overflowing will it overflow. That makes sense. All right, so this should now be done. Just gotta get a few things built in, but this should now be done and working as intended. Which now means that we need to set up the plastic facility. We're not doing this anymore. No. Oh, hold on. The acetic acid, propionic acid. That comes from ethylene gas. And we're making what? From ethanol gas and sulfuric acid? The ethanol gas is being made from fermentation base. Right. So we are going to have to bring in some sulfuric acid, which we can do. It can be done. We're going to need some purified water. That's going to have to come from this. Easy. Okay. 33 per second. Plastic bars. All right. So that will be the plan for next episode. Well, it is to start working on wherever it is that we are actually going to build that. I think I know where we're going to build that. We're going to be building that, I think, over here, because we have areas that we can bring trains in to load. Well, unload our fermentation base, unload our cellulose fiber, and unload our sulfuric acid. And then we can process that all into plastic and then load it onto another train. Excellent. Try to avoid that multi-phase oil. We are going to need to do... get this all filled in. Yeah, that's gonna have to be like that. Okay. But for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.